In the name of Allah, the most kind, merciful and beneficent. Assalamu alaikum 8th class. Welcome to online class again. Hope you all will be fine. This is our lecture number 17 of English. And the topics we shall discuss in this lecture are from English A we shall do chapter number 6 the twins, and we shall do glossary and exercise A and B. Then from English B we shall start present indefinite tense and we shall discuss its introduction. First of all we shall do chapter number 6 the twins glossary. Now these are the glossary words. The first word is feature, any part of the face, चेहरे का कोई भी हिस्सा, limb, a part of the body, जिस्म का एक हिस्सा, fox, people of a specified class or group, एक मखसूस तबके या ग्रुप के लोग, puzzled, confused, उलझन में, kith and kin, friends and relatives, दोस्त और रिश्तेदार, fearful, showing fear, खौफ जाहिर करना, pitch, the degree of, dogged, persistent in effort, कोशिश में मुस्तकिल रहना, flogged, to beat somebody, किसी को मारना, fruitlessly, without results, नताइज के बगैर. Now we shall do chapter number 6 the twins exercise A. And this exercise is answer these questions. Question number 1 is how did the twins resemble as mentioned in the poem? The answer will be they looked alike in features, face and limbs. Their features, face and limbs are same. Question number 2 is how did people take them? Answer will be people often mistook one for the other. Question number 3 is when did the twins mix up? The answer will be the nurse mixed them up while washing them. Question number 4. What happened to the twins when they were at school? The answer will be the teacher punished the poet for his brother's follies at school. Question number 5. What question did the poet ask in the last lines of poem? The answer will be he asked the readers what they would do if they had to face a similar situation. Now we shall do chapter number 6 the twins exercise B. And this exercise is rewrite the following lines in simple sentences. Now few lines are taken from the poem and we have to explain these lines in simple sentences. The first sentence is Dad Fox got taking me for him, and the simple sentence will be people mistook me for my brother. Second is for one of us was born a twin. The answer will be both brothers were twins. The third point is we got completely mixed. The answer is people mistook me for my brother. Fourth point is this fatal likeness ever dogged. The answer will be this perfect likeness always followed them. The fifth and the last one is and I was always getting flogged. The answer will be I was always beaten. Now we shall start present indefinite tense introduction. If we are talking about present indefinite tense, first of all we shall discuss its definition. A tense that expresses daily routine, habit or universal truth, that one is known as present indefinite tense. It means that the tense which shows daily routine, habit or universal truth, that tense is known as present indefinite tense. For example, when we are talking about the daily routine means something that we do on daily basis. For example, I work in a factory. And when we are talking about the habit, that means something that we do often or regularly. For example, she speaks the truth. And the third point, when we are talking about the universal truth, that means wherever you are, truth remains same. For example, the sun rises in the east. After the definition, we shall discuss the rules of the present indefinite tense. First of all, we shall discuss its identification. उर्दू फिक्रात के आखिर में ता है, ती है, ते है, ती हूँ और ता हूँ वगैरह आता है. It means that when the ending words of any sentence is ta hai, ti hai, te hai, etc., then it means that it is present in definite tense. Then which helping verb we have to use in this tense? In simple sentences, we do not use any helping verb. But in negative and interrogative sentences, we use helping verb do and does. Then after that, which form of verb we have to use in this tense? We always use first form of verb and ses in these sentences. One thing we have to keep in mind, we use first form ses and does with he, she, it and singular names. For example, he helps the needy. We have to use ses with help, that will be helps. He helps the needy. We use first form and do with we, they, you, I and plural names. For example, we help the needy. Now we shall not write ses with help because we are using help with we. Now where we have to use s and where we have to use es, if the verb ends in double s, sh, ch, x or o, add es to the verb. For example, kiss, kisses, finish, finishes, watch, watches, mix, mixes, go, goes. And if the verb ends in consonant y, then change y into I and add es. For example, study, studies, copy, copies, try, tries, carry, carries. Now we shall discuss methods of sentences. In simple sentence, first of all we shall write subject, then first form of verb plus ses and then object. For example, he plays hockey. In negative sentence, first of all we shall write subject, then do does, then not, then first form and object. For example, he does not play hockey. In interrogative sentence, first of all we shall write do does, then subject, then first form, object and at the end we shall put question mark. And for example, does he play hockey? In interrogative negative sentences, first of all we shall write do does, subject, not, first form, object and at the end we shall put question mark. For example, does he not play hockey? Question mark. Now what we will do if there is any double interrogative sentence? In double interrogative sentences, we use why, who, where, how, whom, whose, when at the start of the sentence, then we use do does and then after that we use subject. For example, why does he run the factory? First of all we shall write interrogative pronoun, that is why, then helping verb does, then at the end we shall put question mark. This will be your home task. I hope that you have understood all the topics we have discussed in this lecture. Now I am signing out. Thank you for watching. Allah Hafiz.